Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's one funny morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday.
Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
It's such a small town. So if you're walking, people just be like, "Do you want to ride?" It's like they don't need Uber. They just have.
What?
They just pull over. They give you a honk, and they're like, "We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever."
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
What's outside your Puerto Riquina?
That's Stella! Yeah!
I'm Elisa Lindsay from Moberly, Missouri, and this is Cicada Land. I just got off work about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've got to go back to work at 1:30 in the morning, so I'm going to be going back in and going to bed after I eat something because I'm starving. So before I get attacked by these cicadas that are sitting in this bush right here, I'm going to send it over to our host, Tina Blizzard. Have a good day, y'all. Bye-bye.
I have no idea what Elisa said. Yeah, that's for sure. We're cicadas. Good morning. Good morning. Look at it. It looks like I'm in Acapulco, as Chris would say. Good morning. I know you didn't hear her because those insects or something, but her name is Elisa. She just came on the trip to Nashville. She was one of our first timers, and she's so fun. Good morning. I know they are cicadaing hard. Yes. Bonjour, said Jackie. Good morning, everybody. Look at the fun location today. Look at us. We're at Sherry's house. I know it's a beautiful set. We're at Sherry's little shore escape. And decided to come down. Today is the follow-up for the leg. So here she is. It's her last day. What? And it's down the shore. I broke my leg down the shore. So my orthopedist is down the shore. And just so you know, I will say down the shore. No one says up the shore. I know not all of you are from Jersey, but that's how you say it. You don't say go to the shore. It's always down. And the shore could be across, but it's always down. The shore could be north of you, but you would still say down the shore. Just know it. So I told Cheryl I would come down and do the morning show from here. Look at that. And just so you know, no muscle right here. None whatsoever. I did try to stand on it in the shower today, and my ankle hurt. Does that make sense? I broke my leg, but when I stood, my ankle hurt. Is that weird?
You haven't put pressure on it for so long.
Does your ankle just stop working? No, we don't go to the beach. No, nobody goes down to the beach. It's down the shore. And if you ever see those maps, like somebody made a joke once, you ever see it? It was like a picture of the eastern shoreline, and it said beach, 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 and then it got to Jersey. Shore, yeah. Beach, 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 beach.
Like Delaware is beach even, but not Jersey.
Yeah, like Delaware. Rehoboth Beach. Yeah. I wonder why we did that.
I don't know. Just weird.
Down the shore, then to the beach. Exactly. Yeah, Tanya. And everything is just swollen all the time. This is my regular leg, and it looks great. Just so you know, this is the best this leg has ever looked, or will look. I'm sure when the other one starts working, this one will go back to just being a regular leg. Right now, it's basically bionic. So yeah. And going to the beach today. Hashtag beach day. Yeah. Did you post it yesterday, Allie? It's so funny. Yeah, no. So I don't know. And I brought a shoe for my left leg, but I was like, do you just walk on it? Like, am I just going to go in and he's just going to be like, yeah, it works now. And then I take the boot off and I'm supposed to walk out? I don't know. I'm having a lot of emotional problems about it because he's going to be like, just walk on it. I'll be like, I'll just use these crutches. I'll just crutch out. He'll be like, no, you have to walk on it. I'm at my friend Sherry's shore house. It's so tropical. This reminds me of Nikki's. It's very tropical. Nicole has a similar setup. She's down in Virginia Beach, and she almost has like a perch up in hers. So all you see is just trees everywhere. So you actually do travel north, south, east, or to go down the shore. That is correct, Patty. Depending on, like, for us, it's truly down where we are. We're like near Ocean City, New Jersey, which is south of both Sherry and I. But if you went from my house to like Long Beach Island, you'd technically just be heading east, but you still stay down. And even if I went to Point Pleasant, I'd still be going down the shore, which is technically north. It's unexplainable, but that's how you say it. You might need a shorter walking boot. Yeah, this has not been a walking boot. This is you're not allowed to put this foot down ever boot. So even if what if he says you can walk on the boot? That'll still be weird. It's very funny because it took me about a week and a half for my brain to process the fact that this was broken. I went into a depression for sure. Like I was just like, what? And 6 weeks sounds like forever. So today, yeah, it'll be weird. And then you wonder, like, how long can you walk on it before it gets tired?
Right. Yeah, we'll get all that info. But I know this shoe has a thicker platform to it. So were you trying to like compensate for the boot?
No, because there's a little bit. I got a wedge essentially.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So were you trying to balance out?
No. A lot of people said that they thought that my hips would hurt because you're off.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that. It was more my upper body that was sore because of the crutches. I have a black and blue mark here too. I don't know. And then it came out of nowhere, like in the 4th week. I was like, I didn't get this the first week, but like by week 4 or 5, it was like, you know what? Let's have a problem. No, Bob, knock on wood. I was not. No, Robin, I'm at Sherry's shore house. My shore house is currently being run. I can't go there, so I come to Sherry's. I'm gonna hang out here now. This is mine too, so I'll be staying here. So I just dropped off my daughter for her last day of pre-K. Oh, remember that. Last day of pre-K. I remember the last day of pre-K and just going, oh, Dean's getting so big. I can't believe it, Sherry. He starts school. And now I'm like, Dean needs to get out of my house because he stinks a little. Yeah, no, that's the other thing is that I can move pretty fast on my scooter at home. So going back to like being on a leg and being like slow and like having to sit down every 5 minutes, I know I'm going to be like, I'm just going to get back on my scooter. I'm just going to scoot for the rest of my life. People be like, oh, did you break your leg? Well, like 3 years ago, I've just decided to keep up with my scooter. So wait, so Sherry's, let me just brag for a second. There's a lake behind us. She got tennis courts over here, basketball courts, pickleball, all kinds of stuff. It is a gated community. She very bougie. So she texts me. She goes, now when you get here, you have to look up my name. It'll call me and I'll let you in. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's easy. So I pull up to the thing. I look up Sherry's last name and the gate goes up. But you're like 10 feet away when you're at the call thing. It's like 10 feet. Well, I call her. She clicks it in. The gate goes up. Some guy comes out of nowhere, goes through the gate. Gate closes. Now, at that point, I had already pulled up to the gate as the gate was closing. So I call her on the phone. I go, hey, you're going to have to bump me in again because some guy just came and basically snuck in on your call. I didn't move fast enough. She goes, all right, well, you got to go back to the call box. And I was like, but I'm at the gate now. There's a lady behind me. She's like, you have to go back to the thing. She goes, or I'll just come up there. I go, no, it's fine. I'll just get out of my car and I'll go back to the call box. Well, I start to get out of the car. I forget my leg is broken. So I start to peek out of the car. The lady behind me, it's the older lady. She was like, get back in your car. And I was like, no. I don't have. So now I get my crutches out. As soon as I get my crutches out to go back to the call box where she's currently sitting, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Just go back. I'll use my card. I go, no, it's fine. It's fine. I said, I just got to call my girlfriend again. So now I call Sherry again. Now I've got my crutches. She's like, I feel so bad. I'll just I go, no, it's fine. It's fine. I go, Sherry, let me in again. She goes, okay, get ready. So she hits it again. The gate goes up. Well, by the time I crutch back, get in the car, gate goes back down. I was like, this is going to take a long time to get into this place. Now the lady just keeps apologizing. There's an older couple watching the whole thing go down, up, down, up, down. And they're like, we don't want you here. And I was like, this is fun. This is a fun way to start the day. It did. It said, smile, you're being videotaped. It was like, we're gonna mess with this lady. Yeah, no. So that would have just been me back and forth on crutches, trying to get the timing right. I couldn't believe it. He snuck in. Went right around me. Mm-hmm. It was funny. Yeah. On today's episode of You Can't Make This. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tanya, it was real dumb. But I've gotten really good at, I'm pretty good with the crutches because you have to build all these muscles up. It doesn't bother me, but when I'm tired, I am gonna miss just being able to just hang like Eeyore on crutches. You just Jeremy, I am at the tropical setting of Sherry Shore House down the shore. Everybody's like, where are you? We'll be, we just announced our next trip, Sherry. Did you see?
Oh, to Vegas, baby.
To Vegas. Are you going to come?
Yes.
Are you coming?
Well, I have to see. The dates because it might be right when the school semester ends. I'll see.
School schmool.
I'll see.
You can sneak out.
Might be able to.
If you come and Salad comes, you think Salad will go?
I don't know. We'll have to check.
She's always jet setting around our birthday.
Yeah.
Her and Ian, usually September time. So,
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Tracy, I got to get this back to you. My scooter, I'm going to miss it. So I borrowed a scooter from Tracy. I'm not sure. Is that the right? I think that's the right Tracy, right? Tracy Mannix. This is your scooter. It's from a Tracy. I don't remember. There's so many Tracys. Want me to talk to her principal? Yes. Is that your friend Sherry from school? Yes. It is. It is Karen. Yes. Are you off it now? So Tracy, I still have it in my car. And I just want you to know I have an affinity for the scooter. It's going to be really hard for me to break up with the scooter. I don't know if you feel that way, Tracy, but that scooter literally saved my life. Oh, Stephanie McCarthy. She's like, wish I was at the shore. Stephanie just moved back to New Jersey. It's really simple. I want Stephanie to move back home. Mm-hmm. So I got to get your scooter back. Or I might just scoot for 4 more years and then give it back to you. I haven't decided, Tracy. But Tracy, when she had whatever was going on with her, this was her downstairs. So she had an up. I don't know did you have 2 scooters? She had an upstairs and then a downstairs because you have to. Sometimes I would leave the scooter in my carport, Tracy, because I knew wherever I was going, I was just going to use my crutches. And I was just and then I'd get out and I'd just get on my, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. Danielle, I am at an oasis down the shore called Sherry Shore House. Mm-hmm. Has Sherry found any good treasures with her metal detector? No, Mary, I have just one more day on my boot. So here's the thing. So Sherry loves metal detecting. I don't know if you guys know this. She is one woman among many men. There's not a lot of women. I got to ask her how many other women besides her do this. I think she's the only one. Sherry Shore House sure sounds lovely. So one of the biggest things down the shore during the 4th of July is that some shore towns will do like shore fireworks. Sherry, how many other female metal detectorists do you know? Is it a metal detectorist?
Yes. So I am part of the South Jersey Metal Detecting Club.
Obviously.
And there are probably 5 of us.
And how many people are in the club?
Maybe.
Oh, there's Sarah. Sarah, you coming to Vegas? We're just talking about it. Cher says she's going to try to make it. That our next trip is December 6th to 8th. And I said, you think Salad's going to come to Vegas? Everybody's coming. It's the cool trip, Sarah. So you better put it on your calendar. She said, week too early. No. What does that mean? Week too early? No. Are you talking about Vegas, December 6th to 8th? We both know you always go away on our birthday with Ian. Oh, yeah. Hot crotch is coming. I would probably do metal detector for my backyard. Over 150-year-old house. Have things coming out of the ground every year, said Trina. Oh.
Trina.
You need to have Sherry come over? Oh, she said maybe.
Oh, nice.
Wait, so how many people are in the group? In the South Jersey Metal Detecting
I don't know
Society.
how many members there are, but at the meetings, there's maybe like 30.
30 active members.
Yeah, I would say.
And out of that 30,
there's probably
5
4
women.
Or 5. Yeah.
Maggie said, I have wanted a metal detector my entire life.
Oh.
I remember. Do you remember seeing them as a kid? They're always old men.
Yeah.
They always had like a veteran's hat on.
Mm-hmm.
And always early in the morning. Yep. And they were all dressed entirely too hot.
Yes, flannel.
Yeah.
Yeah, trousers.
On a very sunny day.
Yeah.
And metal detecting has a society. It's a funny word that they chose. Society. As if they all walk around in smoking jackets. Yes. Well, hello. How are you?
The Finer Things Club.
The Finer Things. Mm-hmm. Jeremy wants a metal detector. Now, what does one do at the metal detecting meeting?
Yes. So
talk us through it.
Yes. So we have our minutes from the previous meeting. We do Pledge of Allegiance.
Obviously.
We review the ethics of the club.
Tell us, you know what? There was actually a lot of ethics in the club. So give us like some highlights too. I never realized you had to be ethical.
Yes.
In order to be a part of the society.
Oh, yes. Well,
but there are rules. Hit us, Sherry.
Absolutely. I mean, the beach for the most part is
the
a
beach,
public place.
Public place.
So if you dig a hole, one of the rules is that you cover the hole again. Like you don't just scoop.
That's what she said.
Away.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Don't just scoot and walk away.
So, yeah. And then, typically if something is found, we try to find the owner, maybe posting on.
If it's a diamond ring, do we try to find the owner?
I would probably pass it to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome. Yes, and then I do have exciting news for the day after 4th of July.
Oh, yes.
I borrowed Pop's metal detector, so I have 2 in there.
2 here.
So, yes, we have to rehab your ankle.
I was saying that
July
one of the
5th.
biggest days at the shore is the 4th of July because a lot of the shore towns will do fireworks on the shore. That means that there are thousands of people on the beach on the 4th of July, which means apparently that Sherry and me with my one leg will be on the beach with Brooke. We took Brooke with us last year at 5 a.m. on July 5th. So if you're ever wondering, what do people do on July 5th? I don't know what people do, but I can tell you people in the society and their friends who are society adjacent are on the beach at 5 a.m. looking for treasure. Mm-hmm. And what treasures have you found? What's the coolest things that you have found, Sherry?
Well, the most exciting thing would have been the ring that we had found last July 5th, which is why I'm eagerly anticipating.
Do you still have it? It's at home.
Yeah.
So last year we did walk the beach. And it's funny because it makes different sounds, right? The pitch makes different sounds depending on the metal.
Yeah, so if it's like iron, like let's say a rusty nail, it goes bonk. And so you know that it's typically like
crap.
Trash. But when it goes beep, beep, like a high-pitched sound, and
higher better
comes up, then you're like, uh-oh, this could be something.
Yeah.
when we were walking. Well, had we heard that?
Oh, you go ahead. Mm-hmm.
And very excitedly dug and saw the shimmer of what appeared to be diamonds and platinum, and the diamonds went all the way around the band.
You did it.
And my excitement was so high.
She wouldn't even let us hold it.
No.
Brooke found it. She was like, here, let me hold that for you. And I was like, Brooke, you should have never given it to her. That's your college.
That's what I said. This is going to pay for your
And
college.
so I think she licked it. I think she stuck it in her mouth, cleaned it up, took it out, and was like, this is going to pay for college and half my shore house. And and then the rest of the day was basically, we found a lot of bottle caps. There's definitely like a bottle cap sound. You're like, that's a bottle cap.
Some change.
So then we went to a real jeweler, and which seemed unnecessary, but we did. And the jeweler was very kind and explained that the obvious inherent value of this ring was there, but maybe not so much when you looked in that little thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sherry should turn that into a short story. I'm on the edge of my seat with this retelling. I brought my husband a metal detector last year, and he hasn't even used it. Guess we'll be going to Jones Beach the day after the 4th. Oh, yeah. Did she take the metal detector on the cruise? Girl, if she could have.
Oh, my gosh. That would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The Amalfi Coast?
Oh. Yep. Yeah, no, this is Sherry's. No, she didn't want to be on camera, Kezia. She's just going to be a voice in the distance. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So other than the ring, has Pop ever found anything amazing?
So he has found lots of things, but nothing of value. We do a very nice job cleaning the beach and protecting people from tetanus. So is how I've changed my thinking.
So some people find things. You guys are more like street cleaners.
That's right. So we have found a lot of like tent spikes, like people that put up the beach tents might have those metal spikes
in
that
the
you
ground.
use. We have found a lot of like zippers from coolers and beach bags and things, bottle caps, the can tabs.
The tabs. Yeah, we did find a lot of those.
Yeah.
Like out of your group society, I don't want to use the wrong word.
Yes.
What is the biggest thing that somebody in the society has found?
Oh my goodness, they have found so many amazing things. So the meetings are monthly, and when you come to the monthly meeting, you are to bring what you found in the past month, which many times I come with an empty shoebox.
Okay.
But many people find like amazing things, like buttons from like Revolutionary War soldiers' uniforms and like all types of cool things, as well as like jewelry from the beach. Yeah, it's amazing, but I have yet to find
a bar of gold
of value, but it's coming.
It's coming. It's just all about the timing. Yeah. And there are some people. So was the ring valuable?
Oh yeah, we like
in our hearts, Robin. In our hearts, absolutely. But we probably could have known by the way that Sherry's fingers like tarnished, had like a yellowing to her finger. That was a goal. It was a giveaway. So that one did not. We found a metal detector next to an accordion in my dad's house after he passed. Not sure why they cohabitated.
It's where you put things you don't use.
So Tanny said, can we chip in and plan something on the beach for her to find? Well, so funny because they have these events. So tell them about the event at Atsion Lake.
Yeah, so they do these hunts, and some of them are free, and then some of them you might pay like $40, $50 to join. But they're called seated hunts, which means that perhaps the president of the metal detecting club or part of the leadership hides things, and then it's timed, and then you find things.
So it's like a giant Easter egg hunt like, for grown adults with metal detectors.
Yes, and then you take your token, and then you go to like a prize table. You redeem, so it's like Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese. So I was like, what are you talking about? There's leadership. Of course there's leadership, Brooke. In the society. Sherry will be president one day and we will all celebrate. So there's a place called Atzion Lake here. It's kind of part of a national park. We used to go there as kids, but they will kind of rent out the beach that day. And then all the society people come. And then they collect coins. They put coins all over the beach. And then all the Chuck E. Cheesers, the giant adults, come with their metal detectors. And then I guess like some of them are worth less, right? Or
right. So then there will be like coins, like Dina said, and then there will also be like tokens that are metal that you find, and it might be blue, red, yellow, and then you take those tokens to the prize table. And it might be like a hat or a drawstring bag or like some type of
what's
shovel.
Oh, a metal detecting.
Or like a pointer to help you narrow in with the,
oh, you do have a pointer.
Yeah.
I do remember the pointer. Do the people end up finding everything?
Yeah. A lot of people are like, they have really elaborate machines, which I don't even know all the details of what they do, but some of the machines are like $1,200. Mine was like, I don't know, $120. So mine's like the Mickey Mouse one. Theirs is like
you have to be like standing right on top of it.
Yes, mine's bright yellow. Theirs is like sleek and platinum.
Do you go to different beach locations or stay at the same beach all the time?
I have been to different beach locations. There's actually a beach in Delaware called Coin Beach, which is supposed to give you like a lot of older gold coins. I have gone there and haven't found any.
They were like, Sherry's coming, clean it out.
Clean it out.
Oh yeah, there's so Kendra shows she has the metal detector, and then is it called a shooter? Pointer.
Yes.
And you're supposed to use these together. Like her metal detector will like it's in this area, but it's still pretty wide area. And then you start to use this like shooter. It looks like an ultrasound.
Yeah.
And it kind of zones in on it. It says, did the metal detector that she has come with ears and everything?
Oh, the earphones? No, they're separate.
They're separate.
But they're not too bad. They're maybe $20.
Have you found anything from the Pilgrims?
Not
Did
yet.
the Pilgrims land in Ocean City? That'd be great.
Maybe I have to head like up to Massachusetts or something.
Somebody said, is the Coin Beach near Indian River Inlet near Bethany Beach?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Allie knows it.
Yeah, exactly right, Allie.
Maggie's like, I think Sherry is my people. Listen, we can have an event where we all just meet Sherry on a beach with a metal detector, and we'll just do metal detecting day. We'll look real dumb.
Oh, love it.
Real dumb. And we'll call it the Sherry Society. It's a subset. It's a subset.
It's a chapter.
It's a chapter of the society. Yeah, no, it was funny. And I think the day we went, remember it was like real foggy and like dewy. It was real like wet, and our hair was just, Brooke's hair was like this. My father-in-law and sister-in-law found $1,000 bracelet at Coin Beach. Oh. How do you do that all with two hands? Not well.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot. It was like you had to have the shovel, then the pointer, and then the thing.
Right. That's why I like to go with somebody else, because we, work as a team.
You need as a team, unless you find something and then Chevy stuffs it in her mouth, cleans it, and then says, "This is mine."
I hightail it off the beach.
She's like, "Good luck," and she takes off and heads for a jewelry store.
Especially you with one leg. This is
easy. This is easy. We once found a Movado watch on Fort Lauderdale Beach.
No way.
Kelly, we are at Sherry's Shore House. I'm hanging out down here because I have my follow-up on my leg today. And so, I'm basically her metal detector caddy. Thank you, Belinda. I should have a shirt made. I just have everything on my back. I'm like, you're going to need this pointer. You're going to need this. Mm-hmm. It said, there's an old property in Glendora I'd love to hunt. It's called Gabriel Davis Tavern. I believe it's public property.
So sometimes you have to have permission for different things, but
you can't just go and.
No, they don't want you just going and digging up holes and places. But yeah, have to definitely check that out. Glendora is not far.
And I'm gonna guess you did like your property right at home.
So yeah, because it was like newer construction, the ground had already been turned over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really find
Nothing.
much of anything. Yeah. Yeah. I like the beach because the sand is soft to dig.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So
even
not
think
to do,
about
like,
that.
hard. Like
Oh.
this ground here is so hard. You need like, I don't know, a proper shovel, which I'm not into.
Somebody said, I follow a woman in the UK that goes mudlarking on the Thames. So many treasures to be found.
Interesting.
Sherry, you have to watch The Detectoress on Acorn. It's really funny.
Oh, okay.
Acorn TV.
Oh,
Watch out,
Thank you.
Judy.
Yeah.
And then there's people that have turned it into a business. Like
Oh, totally.
that my cousin does the one where like you lost your diamond ring off the dock, and they have like special underwater ones, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you could call him to come and help you find your ring that you lost or jewelry. And then the other thing that's becoming more popular is magnet fishing. And I have one. I haven't done it yet.
Magnet fishing?
Would you like to see it?
Of course I would, because
it's
you're
a
putting
strong
words
magnet.
together that don't belong
So
together.
don't put it near your computer.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, don't put it near your head or something. Ring finders down the shore. Yeah. Niggas have been and stuff and get things the tubers lose on the river. Magnet fishing? Never even heard of it. Oh, yeah. Sherry, Maggie said you should head to Wildwood after the 4-day country music fest. Mm-hmm. I magnet fish. What? Magnet fishing is awesome. What are you guys talking about? My husband just got magnet fishing kits for him and our son when they go camping. What are we saying? What are we talking about? Yeah, okay. Joey, I wasn't going to say. Let me tell you a story. So we're leaving for this trip. We're leaving for Nashville, right? The day before we leave for Nashville, Brooke goes and gets her nose pierced. Whatever. She's 18, 19, 20. She's 20. I'm like, wait a minute. I think she was 18 2 years ago. That just hit me. That's a good mom. So she 20. Whatever. Anyway, we get in the car and we're driving to the airport. I just figured out that Brooke is not 18. She's 20. Anyway, we get in the car. So literally we're leaving for Nashville when Brooke says, I said, everybody don't forget your ID. You have to say that when your kids are under 25 because they don't carry ID all the time. I don't understand these children. So I say, do everybody have their ID? And everybody said yes, except for Brooke, because she gave it to the lady when she got her nose pierced the day before and never got it back. This is the whole thing. So now we're in the car and we're headed to the airport, and we're talking about, I said, yeah, Brooke got a nose ring. And I don't know if Robert said, like, what kind of nose ring is it? I was like, a hoop. and so Robert's like, what? And I don't know. Somehow we got into it. And I said, no, it's just a stud. And I said, Wendy's got the hoop in her nose. And then Brooke goes, she does? And I said, no, she doesn't. Those are her nipple rings. So it just devolved, right? To and whatever. So now Wendy's cracking up laughing. And I said, listen, you're headed for Vegas. It's perfect. And I said, and Brooke's like, that's so crazy that people would get that done. But like, you would never know if somebody had their nipples pierced. And I said, well, you wouldn't. I mean, unless you had a magnet.
Oh, God.
You just walk around and see what happens. So it became this big joke that if you're out, and I was like, listen, Robert, you're headed to Vegas, just walk around with a magnet. So it just became a joke. So while we were in Nashville, I went into one of the shops and they had like a magnet for your fridge that said Nashville. And so I bought it for Robert. I said, listen, I know you're headed, I wanted you to have a souvenir, and I know you're headed to Vegas. So just walk around. There's a big joke. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble for saying nipple ring. But anyway. All right. So you are doing something else with magnets other than looking for nipple rings.
Yes, I'm not looking for body piercings. So there was a recent
Here,
news story.
give me that box.
Yeah.
Let me show it
well,
to people.
Be careful because the magnet is real strong. It'll erase your computer. All right, so maybe just show.
Yeah, I'll just hold it here.
It looks like a serial killer.
Yeah, it does look. She got rope. Oh wait, she got a very heavy item
So what
that looks
you
like
do,
it could knock somebody out. So this is Beast Magnets by Pop.
I got it for Christmas from my friend Kim. So what you do is you throw the magnet. You attach the magnet to this string.
So hold on, let me just unpack this serial killer box that you've given me. You call this magnet fishing, I call it murder. A rope? A set of gloves? Are you sure? This is not, undercover. This is how you murder people. Very sharp objects.
I don't even know what that is.
Whatever this is. Mm-hmm. And then a very heavy magnet, aka large object. So go ahead, talk me through.
Yes. So you attach the magnet to this string, and then you go to like a small bridge.
Yeah, hold on. Duct tape, zip ties, and an axe. That's weird.
Chloroform.
Yeah, chloroform. Does it say chloroform?
Just smell it, Dina.
Just take a whiff and then slowly fall asleep. And then I'll hit you over the head with this giant magnet. And then you won't remember a lot and you'll just have one leg. Go ahead, Sherry. So I'm going to take this, put this magnet on it.
Yes, and then you go to like a small bridge, you throw the magnet in, and then you're going to pick up whatever might be metal that's in the water. So there was a couple recently, they were in New York, I think maybe Queens or the Bronx, we could look up this story, and they found a safe. They pulled up a safe while magnet fishing, and it had $100,000 in it, and they took it to the police, and then the money wasn't tracked to any type of scenario. So fast forward, they were able to keep the money. So hook that up. Let's go find a little.
Yeah, I'll be your caddy for this. For your murder kit? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So people find stuff though. It's popular like on YouTube, magnet fishing. They find all types of stuff, bicycles and shopping carts.
Bicycles.
Things we wouldn't be going for, but they also find like there was. I don't know the whole story, but at Cooper River, somebody found a jewelry box, and it had all types of like valuable jewelry.
Who's dropping an entire jewelry box
Like
into
a
Cooper
robber.
River?
Like maybe they took stuff and then had to dump the evidence.
I did hear the story about the 100,000.
You did, or
No, I did. Some other people did too.
Yeah.
They find old guns,
Yes.
lots of garbage. So
Yes,
you're cleaning out the lakes
Again,
as well.
Look, I'm doing my part.
You're doing your part. How do you reel in a shopping cart? I don't know.
Probably wouldn't be able to.
No.
I'd have to throw the rope in the water. I
Mm-mm.
give up.
That's really crazy.
They find neat stuff.
Well, there was just something I saw on Instagram, and it was talking about the first time that they stopped the water from flowing in Venice to clean out all the canals.
Oh wow.
And it was like the first time they ever did it, so it was decades ago. But there were pictures of it, and it was so interesting. I mean, crap, the stuff that people throw in there. I guess I'm not awake enough. I thought you were catching fish with the magnet.
Yeah, it sounds like
An electric fish, maybe.
magnet fishing.
A magnet fish. Yeah, I doubt you're going to catch any. And you know what? The fish are probably so excited. They're like, oh, thank God. Let's let this go. Let them get all this crap out of here.
Yep.
Cleaning it up. That's really, yeah. So you haven't done it yet.
I haven't used it yet. I was waiting for your foot to heal.
Have you chosen the bridge that we'll be working off?
No, it can be of your choice.
Okay.
It can be of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
There are some like small little canals and stuff you can check out.
Wow.
Our luck, it'll get stuck to like a sewer pipe and we can't get it back up. It'll just be our first throw.
Yeah. But what's this for? This seems murder. This
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a
I
magnet.
haven't read the directions. You can see
Maybe it's to
everything
help,
that's up.
like, bring stuff up. The magnet's pretty. You said if the magnet goes near your computer, it'll.
Yeah, the magnet's really, really strong.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who comes up with that?
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what we find.
People have found safes, bicycles, and other things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it again, I'd imagine it's still a very like male dominated
Oh, I'm sure.
thing.
I'm sure.
What is it that you're drawn to this for?
I don't know. I guess it's just to see what there is. Like, it's just kind of fun. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get. You know? Like, you go
How old are you?
fishing.
I know we were in high school together. I'm just wondering. You seem about 20 years older than me.
20 years older? I thought you were going to say younger.
I don't know, Sherry. Haven't you seen those guys on the beach? They all have socks up to their knees. You don't look like the average.
Well, I'm changing the
You know
the
what?
stereotype.
You're a way shower, as Sally would say it.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah,
what is it?
a bee.
Oh,
Oh, it is a
is it
bee.
your coffee?
Yeah, it's my coffee. Okay, I can't run.
No.
That's not a good look, is it? No. Okay. That's the one thing. There's been a couple of times where I've been around bees. And you know how you'll, like, I can calmly get up and walk away. I don't run and do that thing. But I can't when my leg's broken. So I just have to sit there. And every time I get bit, I get cellulitis.
Oh, geez.
Every single time. And then I'll go to the urgent care and be like, this is going to be cellulitis. So can you give me, they're like, well, you don't have it. So we can't give you medicine for it. I go, you want me to come back in like 6 hours? Because I will. Because it'll be cellulitis. And it is every time. I know. I hate fishing, but this would be great when my kids are fishing. Oh, yeah, Laurie.
Good thing.
Several YouTube channels showing magnet fishing. The fisher is a good one. Part of the fun seems to be figuring out what metal object it is. It's like the guys who scuba dive in tourist areas and find all the stuff that tourists drop overboard. Yeah. No, Laurie, that basically is me. Oh, that's just a moth. We're getting into the exotic animal. Sherry, did you know that crickets will tell you the temperature?
No. Get out.
Let me tell you this. Now, I don't know if you know this, but ducks do not melt at 90 degrees. That is not true. Okay, listen. Listen. There was a lot of misinformation that could have been true, but I'm not going to bring those up. But this is true. I don't know who figured this out, but in the summer, when the crickets are like very active, or I guess in the winter too, but in the warm months, the crickets' legs are looser. So everything's looser in the summer, right? So their legs can move faster. So if you time 14 seconds on your watch and you listen to how many times a cricket chirps in 14 seconds and add 40 to it, that's the temperature. I'm telling you. And they do it again with Celsius, but you add a different number. And then in the winter time, when their muscles are moving slower, Kim, be quiet. When they're slower, they don't chirp as much in the 14 seconds, and therefore the temperature would be lower. Now, so I thought last night, well, this will be fun. We'll do like fun animal facts. And so the first animal fact, it said 54 animal facts nobody knows. So the first one was ducks melt at 90 degrees. And I was like, that's weird. I've never seen a duck melt before, but I was like, well, maybe it's possible. But then the next one said lawn flamingos can destroy a T-Rex in less than 90 seconds. And then I was like, this might be fake.
Right.
This might be fake. Mm-hmm.
Were they just scenarios that people made?
They were memes that somebody made up.
Oh, that's
And then it was like, a wet sloth looks like a monster. I was like, okay, this might not be real.
They sound funny though.
They were funny. I like to teach people things, but I should check my sources.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of news places that don't check sources. So
'Cause today's going to be hot, and if I saw the duck, I'd be like,
get out! It's not your day.
it's going to be 94.
Orlinda, don't go back to work. That's a waste of time. Waste of time. Yeah, but Dino, yeah. Please don't check your resources. That's not good. Yeah, OFM University was in fine form last night. Oh, Firefly is tonight. So listen, so tonight at 8:00, I am hosting an event called Firefly. It is part of Story Summit. And we will hear readings from 10 great writers that are part of Story Summit. Some are new to Story Summit. They're all reading 3-minute excerpts or essays that they've written. Missy is one of them. So our very own Missy is going to be reading about Squirrel Summer. So you don't want to miss it. So it's 8:00 tonight. It is going to be a part of Story Summit's Zoom. So it won't be live on the internet. So if you want to be a part of it, I think I'm going to post it up again. It'll send you the link for it. But join us. Yeah, how to join. So if you go to storysummit.us, just follow their Facebook page and you can sign up for their newsletter and then sign up for the Firefly event. But it's the first time they're doing it, and I'm so excited that they asked me to host it. But it's great. It's a lovely collection of some really great writers. They're all kind of like summer themed. Missy is talking about throwing squirrels in the summer. I have not read it yet. I'm going to be reading it this afternoon to get prepped. But yeah, it's going to be funny. So that's 8:00 tonight. So if you're around and would like to watch and get inspired, these are all writers from all over the world who are part of Story Summit in some way and are excited to kind of share their stories. And I think it's great. You can actually, we'll be doing this quarterly with Story Summit. And so they're always looking for writers. If you've always thought, hey, let me throw my hat in the ring. Story Summit has lots of free programs as well that run the gamut from, starting out as a writer, writing Christmas movies, writing a memoir, which is what I'm writing nonfiction. So they have some really wonderful options if you're just starting out or just want to learn about Story Summit. So I think that tonight will be pretty fun to just kind of see what everybody's writing about, funny, and some are serious. But they're 3 minutes, so they should be quick, almost like an open mic. So I'm excited to be a part of that tonight. And I'll have 2 legs, so it'll be pretty exciting. So that's happening tonight. I will do my best to send that link over, but you can feel free to go. Let me put it in here. The link to storysummit.us. That's where you can go to find all the info for tonight as well. But be a part of their email list. They are pretty good about sending their email out about upcoming programs, whether it be, classes or free programs that are coming up. I don't know, Shakendra. I think I have to find like a spot that looks a little bit nicer in my house. I don't know where I'm going to go live from, but I got to figure that out before tonight. So yeah, we'll see. I'm watching you live on the plane heading back to Atlantic City from Palm Beach, Florida. I went to see my son. Oh, Doretta, that's nice. Anne Marie, she's going. So it'll be fun. And I'm so excited because I said to Missy, have you always wanted to write no, Marianne, I'm a horrible writer. I think it's very funny that I am writing a book because I don't enjoy it. It's very difficult for me. I was never a great writer. Like Sherry and Sarah were probably in advanced writing class. I was probably in this is how you write a sentence like that. But I don't think of myself as a writer. And I keep saying that. And Julie Cantrell, who's like my mentor and bestie, she is our New York Times bestselling friend from Story Summit. And she's so wonderful as a teacher. I'm actually listening to her book. It's called Into the Free. I got, oh, did I tell you guys this? This will be my tip for the day because I think everyone should know about this. I actually learned it from Sherry. I was saying to Sherry, like, I drive a lot back and forth to the shore. It's about an hour either way. And I always hear like people are listening to like books on tape, audiobooks, stuff like that. Remember books on tape? Remember when you would get them at the library? Now it's just all audiobooks. But I said to her, I said, I don't want to sign up for like another app that you have to pay for. And she's like, oh, you should just go to your local library. And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, your local library, almost every local library now has accounts set up with Hoopla. And what's the other one? Libby. Hoopla and Libby. All of your libraries have it. And it's free. So you go, I went to my local library. Yeah, Mary says I use Libby. Shakendra knows Libby. So you get both, get Libby and Hoopla because they don't have all the same titles, but one of them will have the one you're looking for. So I went to my local library and I just have to put my library number in and sign up through my local library. And then you get a free membership. And it'll say like, like you have this book for 13 days. You can re-up it again, but it's basically like taking a book out and then you can take it out again if you're late. So I'm about halfway through Into the Free, which is what Julie wrote, and it's fantastic. But it's great because it's a free program brought to you by your local library, and it's pretty lovely. I just heard Gary Goldman. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a comedian. And he was talking about how different the access to books is. He goes, now kids can just go on and just be like, I want an audiobook. Yeah, send me a book. Just send it to my Kindle. He says, when we were younger, like you would have to go to the Scholastic Book Fair with your check and you would order a book. In fourth grade, you'd go in with your check and be like, these are the books I want. In senior year, they would be delivered. It was like you had to wait so long.
It was so exciting, though.
It was so exciting. And my mom never gave us money. She was like, go to the library. Never got books. Yeah.
I'm going to download Into the Free.
The book fair was the best. Yeah. Favorite day of the year. And your local library. It's a partnership. Yeah. So check it out. I have really enjoyed, I didn't think I'd be like a book on tape kind of person. But I drive a lot and I was like, I can only listen to these songs so many times. So I've really enjoyed, listening to different books. And now Sherry and Missy and I told them I'm going to put a group together so people can put in like their recommendations. Missy recommended something to us and Sherry were like, thumbs down.
Oh, I'm sorry, Missy.
It's okay. So, but it's nice because you're like, I'm going to return this one. It's just an ebook. Be like, yeah, I'm good. But it's fun. It's been lovely and it's free. So, yeah, don't just check it out though. Go leave that author a review. We thrive off reviews. Good call. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the book paper order form. Spent many orders looking over that as a kid. I know. Hours, probably meant hours looking over that. Yeah, no, it was the best. The other thing I remember is when they would do like, you would have to sell things door to door, which God forbid we would never do that now. And then there'd be the moment where everybody go to the General Assembly and then they'd be like, one of you has sold the most out of everybody. And you'd be like, who's going to win the bike or like something crazy, like I don't know that they have that anymore. Now it's like, email this to 10 of your people.
Yep. Yeah. And it was funny because the things that we sold, I remember selling like holiday wrapping paper.
Yes.
Like how much could you possibly even sell?
Yeah. The cookies. I remember the tin of cookies. I wonder like how many of those companies just like went out of business because they were just like, what do you mean we're not going to send kids door to door anymore? With wrapping paper. This is genius. Yep, chocolate bars, Girl Scout
Oh, yeah.
cookies. Mm-hmm. Oh, the tattooist of Auschwitz. Did you watch that?
No, I did not.
It's so amazing, so powerful.
I'm sure.
But you have to be in a mood. And it's a
Yeah.
series, and you can only watch one a day because it gets in your soul. But you should watch it. It was like Schindler's List, where you're just like, you left, and it took a couple days. You're just like, this is in my bones. Yeah. Yeah, all online now. Yeah, but if you were like, I was kind of a chatty kid. I was quiet around other kids, but if I was like knocking on, I'm like, hey, what do you want? I'm at Sherry's Tropical Shore House. This morning I came down for a visit. Have you read The Housemaid? Didn't you just read that?
I just finished it.
Cheryl, she just finished it.
That's funny.
That is funny. I was gonna
2
say,
days ago.
I think she just read it the other day.
Yep. It's a series, and I haven't continued on. The person asking, did they continue on?
Cheryl, did you continue on with the series? Need to read something light. Yeah, Belinda, you can't. It's too much. So anyway, well, listen, those are my recommendations. Get yourself set up on Hoopla and Libby. Go to your local libraries. She said the second Housemaid is even better.
Ooh, okay.
That was from Carrie too.
All right.
Frida McFadden. Is that who wrote it?
That's the person. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, another girl, Beth, said Frida McFadden's books are great. I wonder if people will talk about my book like that.
Definitely. I'll be talking about
you'll be in a Wawa and be like, well, read this book. You'll have everybody in the Metal Detecting Society. They'll be like, we don't think that's our genre. It is. It is your genre. It is weird to me, like, to spend, it'll be probably a year by the time this book is done. It's weird to me to spend that much time essentially in solitary. Like, it's funny. Like, even we had Anne Garvin on. So she's written 6 books. She was talking about, she's has another book coming out in September, and she writes funny. And I said, it's amazing to me that, like, I can hear funny in my head, but that's only because it's been 20 years of hearing funny and learning my voice and learning, like, I write how I speak. But I can't imagine, like, if you've never done stand-up, how do you know it? You can't hear it the same way that I would have for 20 years, right? Because it's not live. Like, how do people know? And it was really interesting. David Sedaris did a master class, one of those master classes. And he reads his books live a lot at local libraries, because he's not a stand-up and he doesn't claim to be, but he will read them and he will record him reading it, not for him to hear himself, but to hear how the audience is responding to it and what they're saying. It's just super interesting. Yeah, beta readers. Yeah, Katie. And I think I have to choose them wisely. It can't be my mom. I already know, because you're supposed to, like, write dialogue and be like, she said this and I said this. I'd be like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I wasn't standing in the kitchen when I said that. No, I was making pasta. I wasn't making meatballs that day. Like, it'll just be so specific. Yeah. So it was funny. So anyway, so that's it. That's your inspiration. Go get Hoopla and Libby and go listen to some stuff. I like memoirs. What's your favorite memoir that you've read?
Ooh. Let me think about
It shouldn't be your friends and family. It should be strangers that read it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I need to watch people. Like, even when we made Chardonnay Go, like, we had a party at your house. Like, I would get there and I would say, all right, so Sherry put this party together. And I was like, now pretend I'm not here. Just, I had just written the directions for the game. And I was like, pretend I'm not here. Just, read those direct. And if you I can't answer anything, because if the directions are right, you will know what to do. And that's when I realized there are 2 kinds of people who read the directions and people who just throw everything out and go, is this how we play? And I was like, I can't, I need you to, if you could just pick up those directions. Just read them. So it's very funny. But you need authentic feedback. You're right. John Stamos wrote his memoir, and it's amazing.
No, that's probably good.
But it's pretty interesting, the process. But I think I need to be like, what chapter are you on? I need to see what your face does. I just read Henry Winkler's book. It was good, Mary said. He was one of the nicest people I met in entertainment. Just truly lovely. Like, they were catering to him the entire time he was backstage. And every time they came up to him and they were like, do you want anything to eat? He was like, I'm fine. But if you could see if my wife wants something to eat. And then they'd come over, do you need something to drink? And he was like, I'm fine. Can you see if my wife wants anything? They were like, do you need a chair? Do you need anything? He was like, I'm fine. If you could ask my wife. You never saw someone so just outside of himself. He was just so lovely. And then, like, when you're backstage, you are not allowed to talk to the celebrities. You have to be really professional and just, if they talk to you, you can answer them, but you're not allowed to like go up and ask for pictures or autographs or anything. So we were all standing quietly, in the wings waiting for this show to start. And we just, and we were all like together. And then out of the blue, he was like, if you guys wanted a picture with me, I'd be happy to take it. I know you can't ask me and you don't have to, like, totally fine. But if you wanted to, we're like, yeah. And then we all ran and got our phones. But he was like one of the only people that said that he was just, he just was very aware. He was very like, hey, if anybody wants, you don't have to. Yeah. But we all just ran. And Henry's audiobook was awesome. I believe that. Listen to the audio version because he recorded it. It's mesmerizing. Yeah, look on Libby. I read Mel Brooks' second autobiography. It was funny and interesting. Demon Copperhead is the best audiobook I've listened to in a while, said Christy Briggs.
Somebody else recommended that.
Demon Copperhead? Sounds like a great kid name.
I think that's what it is.
What?
I think, isn't it Demon?
Demon?
Is it?
That's his name?
I think it's
I bet he does magnet fishing. Yeah, Demon Copperhead. Carol, you're gonna love it, but you have to get Libby and Hoopla if you can, because they don't have all the same stuff. But if you're looking for one, if it's not on Libby, it's probably on Hoopla. It's really you're gonna love it, Carol. All right, we gotta go. All right, next time you see me, I'll have 2 legs, which is hopefully tonight. Check out storysummit.us. We'll be hosting the Firefly tonight. Maybe it'll inspire you to get things on paper, or at least come and listen to some fun things. Yeah, Robin. Somebody said that. They're like, Dean, you're going to do your own audiobook, right? I was like, yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be weird. What if Dean did my audiobook? That would be super weird. I'd be like, that's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. Sally Field's book is another good one. All right, good to know. All right, have a great day, everybody. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, do something nice for yourself or others today. I look forward to seeing you tonight on the Firefly at storysummit.us if you're up for it. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning back at the house. So thanks for watching. As always, have a great day and a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.